And good evening, welcome all. We are back live, trailing in the sky. I'm your host, Swishbone from Ender. The chat box is over in that direction. And yes, good evening to you, Queen 3610, right there in the chat saying, made it for the stream, mind blown. Well, good evening, welcome to you. Say chat box over in that direction. Do follow Queen's lead. Now, at the end of the last stream, we managed to not only rescue Annihilate, but we'd also rescued Charizard, and now we are back in this rather alternate version of the Bracers training ground, where apparently there are more people to find. So let's get to it. So this music reminds me a lot of when we did the Wild Arms 2 stream. There was a period where we ended up inside a aircraft, and it had this kind of vibe to it, it must be said. Yeah, you reckon it's going to be a Stalin in there, do you? I kind of agree with you, to be honest. Yeah, apologies, I've always had a frog on the back of my throat. That's very, very annoying, to say the least.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
Yes, we did. We earned it, Zin. You're quite correct. Meanwhile, one of the things I want to show is, obviously, we got a different artwork. So check out what artwork they've given Annihilate, by the way. I mean, there's always time for ice cream, isn't there, people? Yes. After cleaning the inside, you decide to polish the outside as well. Now, you're wondering why that chest isn't there. I actually picked it up in offline grinding mode, and that's why Kevin now has the Juggernaut. It was a weapon for him that was in there. Ah, yeah, you're not wrong, actually. You get swargers down the wrong hole, you get a bit of tickly with the allergy. Very frustrating. Ah, right. Okay. That turns us back around. Now, we got a preemptive, but a lot of enemies. So, question is, do we go for it? Yeah, we do. Let's do it. Oh, excellent. Nice whistle. Oh, that's irritating. Because that enemy can't do anything at the moment due to the status of the fact we've got it working. Now, as for why we're going so fast, it's because I've got turbo mode fast at the moment, just to speed it up.
They messed with the wrong guy.
The game's not normally this fast. I've just engaged turbo mode. Let's go this way and see if that... Yes, that locks us down there. We're in one of these puzzle rooms where you gotta go to certain places. Meanwhile, good evening, Avian. How are you doing? Saying, swallow ice and sugar down the wrong pipe. Yeah, I don't want to risk that. Hope you're okay. That does not sound fun at all. Right, that's a dead end. We can't do that one. Yeah, hopefully that'll help. So let's get some fresh water down. That'll make a difference. Exploit the ability to just instantly run away. It's like, run away! Yeah, that's where we came before, and there was a big fat nothing there. The enemies respawning every time you go off screen makes this kind of irritating for navigation. Nope, wrong one.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Well, guys and gals, well, let's be fair here. Yeah, that's the whole point. It's about being able to activate the bridges. Like I can go back around this way. It's where I came before. That was the door I came through. Obviously, that's now deactivated. So what I need to do is find a way to get that gap bridged. Oh, that'll help. Ah, hello. We have progression, people. We didn't get stuck for too long. I feel like I was a bit of an idiot and not thinking of that. Ah, now we got stairs. Okay. Ah. I don't think I have the glasses that allow me to see in the dark. No, I don't. Right. In this case, we're going in blind. We got a preemptive attack, but, well, what are we attacking? Can anyone see an enemy on screen? I can't. We can't attack, we can't do anything. So we're just going to have to run. I can just about see the outline of a route in that direction. The door can't be opened, there's no orbital energies flowing through it, and there's a trap, okay. Oh, a chest. Night goggles. There they are. This is not what it looks like. Right. Question is, all they literally do is allow you to see in the dark. Right. I'm gonna take a risk on the gamble one. Or do I have to? No, I don't have to wear them as Kevin. That's useful. I can't change the camera angle though, frustratingly. So Zing can now see. But he's the only one who can see. So this is going to be impossible, I think. Yeah, I was right. The only thing that might work is magic, and I'm not doing that. I've just seen how low Joshua's health was. Ah, that's the dead end. Right, okay. Yay, there we go. And God said, let there be light. And there was. Oh, I thought I turned around quick enough then. Damn it. Now we shall run. God damn it. Well, the energy was being conserved for sure, but I don't know if it achieved anything productive. That's a dead end. A curio balm. Your luscious locks of hair are nothing compared to my luscious, lovely locks of steel. Now you see, Queen, you're not allowed to use logic in a JRPG. That's not allowed. Logic is not allowed. Right, let's quickly get out of here before we have any more damage. Right, so that's where we got to get to. And I'm just getting seen how low the health of Joshua is, because for some reason they like to target Joshua. I don't know why that is. Moon molasses. I'm gonna have to start charging at this rate. Ah, so they prevent poison and blind, so they're an upgrade, but they don't allow you to see in the dark. I mean, yes, getting rid of the assassin first makes sense. Ah, here we go. That's free status effects he's now protected from. This ain't not allowed to use logic, though it makes more sense than that. More sense than half the stuff I say. Maybe it was a Final Fantasy VI reference, Avian. Lock and Steel. If you want to know more about that, go check out the YouTube channel or the video right here on Twitch where I did the 24-hour Let's Play of Final Fantasy VI for charity. I am smooth. A sandpaper covered in broken glass, but I'm smooth. Ooh. Gas. What the hell? Someone's turned on the gas. I don't like that. Well, that could have been worse, actually, because we didn't get ambushed, at least. Ah! Okay. Right, that's useful to know. It was actually gas. It was gas turning on the gas. And because of that, I wanted to get away from the gas fields before I did anything else. Doesn't matter, I've got a plan here.
Alright, what's next?
Yes, it does burn. Right, we're Eastern flooding this.
That's that. Let's move out.
There we go. That's another one taken care of. Ah, okay. Let's try and find... There's treasure in this room. I want it. Turn around. No, don't come towards me. Turn around. Stop flashing. Good. Oh, no, don't want to do that.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Because I'm cheap, I'm going to save my game here. Silver earring plus. Oh! Not quite how we got away with that. It was a good try. Ah, so it prevents poison and gives a lot more defense. That is useful. You can have the defense buff. You raise a fair point, Queen? Yes, you do. And you raise a very fair point there. Give me a second, I can sort that. I thought we could be friends. Not sure that was worth it, but it was worth checking out anyway. Rinse all the EP. We're going to need it. Okay, now we're clear. I thought we could be friends. Well, we can be, so long as you keep it. It said, I thought we could be friends, Avian. And we can. As long as you keep giving me loot, we'll be all the friends in the world then. And that tells me we are now close to a confrontation point. Moment I find one of these places where I can restore and resupply, that tells me we're at the point in the Grimstar Fortress where we're about to have a confrontation. Ah, yes, this is where we fought the Jaegers that time. Oh, we've got... Oh, it's Agate! Oh, wow, nice, okay. Jaeger! Yeah. Come on, we're up against the cat this time?
Yeah, now this looks like it's gonna be a fight to remember.
This fight's gonna be easiest. But this is if we can't handle. Let's do this, guys! Right!
Well, we got 2 trolls. And finally... For whatever reason... Ah, there it is. He's not got a lot of HP, but that's not the point. They're weak to Ascension, interestingly enough. Okay. Well, I kind of turned them the wrong way around, which could be useful.
Let's go!
Right!
That was kind of helpful. Right, so they have a lot of area of effect moves. Ah, so that cancels crafts. Kind of annoying, but we can get away with it. That'll come in handy. Hmm? Oh, my game's just crashed. I don't believe it. My game has literally just crashed on me. That's the first time that's ever happened, people. That's the first time that's ever happened. That is literally the first time that's ever happened. I've never had that happen before. that's a problem. I say, luckily I did save, you're quite correct. I'm going to try a different tactical approach, actually. I'm going to move my tactics, move them back. Move my characters back. Yeah, fingers crossed this is not the crash stream. Okay, right, let's start again. Well, that could have been actually much worse than it looked then. That could have been much, much worse. He's the only one we can get it with, so... Yeah, there is this now, but it still does damage. You get out of the way, you move. I can do that as well. They have a lot of health, that's the only issue. Oh. That's an interesting look, has to be said. Because what I can do is actually take advantage of this. There we go, that'll do. Oh, that'll do nicely, that's great. That goes back in control. So I want to be careful that I don't take out his moves right away, because if I do, he'll change into his higher form. Oh, well, that kind of split them up, I suppose. Yeah, Ascension's definitely the better spells to cast on them. Oh, okay, they missed. What I want to try and do is I want to try and whittle down these guys first, if I can. I can get rid of some of these guys, I can then look to take down the regular version of Aggart. That's cancelled an art, which is annoying, but there's only so much you can really do with it. Why don't you join in the Ascension Glory, actually? That could work. And you... let's them. Yeah, Latera might have been battered out, never mind. Try that again, because I wonder if it might manipulate Aggart's AI. And if it does, I might be able to use it to my advantage. Yeah, it's a pain in the blow for Joshua. Interesting. He didn't actually do a move there. Right. Let's try and DPS this guy. Yeah, it has. It's manipulated his AI. He's gone after you by trying to use Earthguard. Aggart's constantly using the mood to interrupt the spell. But that works to my advantage. Because by doing that, it actually means that what I can do essentially is use that as a way to keep his attacks pinned. However, I sent more chance. Yeah, that'll do. So this method is, I'll be honest, rather boring, but it's the way to do it. Here we go. He's gone for a big move. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. So that gives us another opportunity now. Helpful. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it was going to be enough to finish it. Now he's on his own. That actually wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be.
I hold in my hand the chalice of heaven. May its holiest of lights act as our shield. Ray of fear!
I'm just warming up.
That was a pathetic waste of time for you, my friend.
Let's do this!
He has no real weaknesses, so it's more a case of just like building up the crafts, I think. I love this move. One of the most anime things you can get. Yeah, Grail Sphere is pretty useful. Go on, because we've not seen it.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
Yeah, not even a game crasher is going to save you that time. And a level up for like Annihilus as well. How useful. We got the Bracer Coat and a few other items as well. There's definitely something further back there that you can see in the next room. Or at least I can, because my camera's covering it, but there's a tiny little bit of the room that I can see.
Well, that's that. For the love of Adios, though, he's a damn tank. Yeah, he certainly is. I wouldn't expect any less. Still, now we should be able to find him our side.
I'm sure Tina will be stoked to hear about this. Let's go back and tell her.
Now, quickly, before I lose my chance, there we go. And that has taken us off the map. What? Eh? Something's clearly happened back at the edge of the local, but we're not going straight there.
Yay!
Looks like you got your wish. Yeah, I would have found that red hair on anyone else.
Ugh, hell's going on? Hey, Dan, what just happened? Huh?
Hey, I got it.
What are you doing here, Cheetah? I thought you were busy fixing up dinner. Wait a sec. Where's Dan anyway? I thought I just got off the airliner and bumped into him. But now you're here and he's not. What's going on here?
Oh.
Hey, hurry up and fill me in.
I'm so happy you're okay. I'm so happy.
Yeah, of course I'm okay. We'll just saw each other. This short stuff here is turning on the waterworks. You have to fill him in on what's going on instead, Joshua. Wait, hold up. I didn't know you were liberal. What's the priest here?
It's a long story. A really long story. Just in case you hadn't noticed, the rest of us are here too.
Yeah, good to see you again, my friend.
It certainly is.
I thought we should trade places, though. What I wouldn't give for Tina to be all over me like that.
He's truly the most fortunate man on the continent. Ah! Ugh. One of these days, I'm going to kill him. Seriously. Meanwhile, good evening, Rose Jagan. How are you doing, matey? Welcome to the stream. I'm better now I've got a bit more height in my chair.
Will you shut your traps? There's some really big misunderstandings going on here, and I don't like it one bit.
I'm sorry, Agate. I'm just so happy I can help myself. Now all we need to do is save Estelle, and the whole group's back together again.
Huh? Estelle, seriously, how many damn times I gotta ask for one of you cops some an explanation? This isn't one of Erica's murderous traps, is it?
Interesting, Rosa. You tried the Big Arch. I mean, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of CacDonald's, so I'll hold my judgment. Now, I am looking forward to trying Harvey's again in a couple of months. Yes, a couple of months, people. That's come around bloody quickly.
Yeah, she really must have an in for you if that's your first guess. Sounds like quite a lot's happened since your parents came back, Tita.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, nice. Vegan pizza. Camp Wildfire. Wow, that sounds cool.
All right, got it. I'll be honest, the whole thing still doesn't feel quite real. But I can't see anything you say changing that. So I'm in, let's get to work.
What? That was quick. You sure you don't want to ask anything? We'll try and answer as best we can, if you got any burning questions to ask.
No, I've got a good idea of the situation for your last explanation. As for the rest, I'll figure it's easier just to see things myself. And if I need after that, I'll ask someone. Besides, just doesn't feel right having all these people gathered to know Estelle. So let's go find her and put that right, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for helping us out.
What are you thanking me for? Looking after your younger braces is part of the job. That goes for you, too. How's it been with you these days, anyway? Feel like you got any stronger for that journey of yours?
I'd like to think so. If you ask me, Estelle's changed more than I have, though. She shapes out to be a real reliable bracer these days. Whatever guild we go to, they seem to end up needing her for this and that.
No shit! Taking after her old man, huh?
Still, I'm amazed how quickly you accepted this was reality, and not a dream or illusion of some kind.
You don't consider those possibilities?
Well, sure, but...
Oh, I think I have our answer. The warmth of Tita's embrace, coming with her unique jewel. Ah! This fucking script! This is horrible! Oh, that's awesome, Rose. Great grab on the GTA San Andreas poster. We're just too real to leave room for doubt in his heart. But not to worry, I understand completely. Agate, will you kindly, skewer him? 1,000 ways to Sunday. I see. Yes, Claudia. Yes. I'm just as flustered as you are.
I kind of get what he means.
Whoa there, you guys ain't buying his stock, are you?
Now.
Okay. Evidently all of it wasn't enough. Now Shara's dunking on my stream, people. Whoever wrote this script, fuck you!
There's no need to get flustered or try and deny it.
Now it's judging you here. Couples
She's 13 years old. 13! I don't care what pardon you got from Queen Alicia, Jose. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. It's fucking punishment time. I'm not even reading that. Moving on. I'm not reading the screen. This is awful. This is ghastly. Avian, that makes a lot more sense. I agree. It does. This is just creepy.
So, show of hands. Which of you assholes wants my sword in their face first?
I'm going to enjoy this. Anyone got any popcorn? I'm going to get comfy. I'm going to get very comfy here. I'm going to get extremely comfy.
You wouldn't think we were in a perilous situation looking at him, would you? This is just our way, really.
Ugh, forget it. Can we just get to work?
Actually, wait. Didn't you say you had another companion? The sister. Where'd she go, anyway?
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, serving in the library at the moment. She's, in that part of the group right now.
your name's Rias, right? I saw Sakura a little while ago. I couldn't believe how adorable she was. I wish we could have talked more.
I stayed and spoke with her for a short while, too. She has such a unique aura about her. She didn't seem very cheerful, though, so it was mostly me doing the talking.
I'll take a rain check on anything to do with McDonald's, Rose. I hate it.
Kevin, are you sure you don't want to go and sit with her for a while? I can handle leading the group if you want. Yeah, thanks for the offer, Joshua, but that's probably the best idea. I seem to be the best at handling the queue, for one thing. Then there's a pretty good chance of running more devils, and then you're gonna want my help. So I think I better stay in the field. Still, it's alright, she'll cheer up on her own eventually. She's not a kid anymore. Anyway, maybe we get going. It's not like we have all the time in the world.
Well, if you're sure.
In that case, maybe I should stay behind and gently pry open the door to her heart. I am sure my loot will be the perfect tool for the job.
Just stop.
You're never gonna grow up, are you?
Yeah, I agree. I'm only hearing excuses from Kevin as well, Queen. And
Leave it to me!
go on, let's take the guys out for a run. Let's take the guys out. Right, first of all, let's do some re-equipping. It's a jump down for you, but it's probably going to be an upgrade for you. Might as well have that for now. That's actually a cool piece of artwork for Agate, actually. They made him look a bit better. But Rose, you need to have watched not only the previous parts to Trails Third, but also the playthroughs of First and Second over on the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/@SSWishbone. Ugh, I'm so not smooth at that. Ugh. Let's see what augments he's got. HP 3, I've not got an improvement on that, which is annoying. Not got an improvement on that. So all quartz, okay. And that's the blue one, so realistically, minded get him extra healing, which could come in handy. He's more a fizz guy anyway, so it makes sense. I get that, Rose. We all get really busy, so don't trust me. It's a very, very lengthy series. I've actually heard news that they're finally going to reach the final part of the series, but there's about another 11 games in it after this. Would you believe? There's Trails from Zero and then through to the next area afterwards. So let's quickly take a look at what my tactics are. Yeah, you two can be on front, you can be in the mid, off to the wings, and Kev can be at the back. There we go, perfect. Because there was an area not explored back here. Ah, blue door. Okay. Who's the blue door for? Oh yeah, the Tales of Arise. Food is the basis of all. Man can only tread the right path with food in his stomach. Only when you've committed 20 kinds of food to memory shall this door open. In other words, I've got to cook 20 recipes. The problem is, despite having the dishes, I've not got the ingredients to make anything. Yeah, I think I tried playing Tales of Arise once, and it wasn't a bad game, but I didn't understand the context of it at all. Final Fantasy 16 is great. Well worth checking out, Rose. Basically, what if you took Final Fantasy, crossed it with Game of Thrones, and introduced Devil May Cry combat? That's Final Fantasy 16.
Hold on. That light wasn't on when we were last here. It's dark outside now, too. Yeah, it's 9 here now. Just like the time of day changed on the second plane. And I wager the time of day is the only thing that's changed here. Let's see if we can find anything else. Got it.
I will say, Queen, if you're planning to play the DLC, the first DLC called Echoes of the Fallen is fine. But the second one called, I think it's called The Rising Tide, that has balance issues. That's all I'm going to say. If I say any more, I'll be spoiling. Ooh, treasure. Freezing meatballs. Found a scrap of paper with a recipe written on it, so we can now use freezing meatballs. I tried. This is a chest phrase. Yeah, meatballs so unpleasant tasting they will freeze your blood. Interesting. One of your messages, Rose, has been blocked for some reason. You know, it's perfectly fine. One moment. There you go. I'm allowing that for you. It must have thought that was a spam message. I don't know why. It just did. Hey, you. I got some good stuff under my lid. Are you interested? You get it? Interested? Now that's interesting. You say you already allowed it. Why would I ever be helped by them? I thought I was gonna die. Huh? What's this? The sweat's coming from my eyes. And Kevin's just like, just leave him be. Chest in peace. Get it? Chest in peace. That's me before. That's me when I smell McDonald's rosé, let alone eating it. It costs money to open me more than once, you know. So we know where Gilbert's hiding somehow. He's hiding here. Now the question is, what's waiting outside? Now, there was a flash up here. Yeah, we might have a boss fight in the arena. Look over there. Ah, new warp point. Interesting, okay.
Yeah, that must be the warp to the next plane.
Still, it's hard to believe it's the same spot where we saw beautiful scenery earlier. Huh. The pretty cover is finally coming off to show us what's underneath, huh? If nothing else, you're never gonna get bored around here.
You think we should proceed onward? Yeah, I'd say so. We might as well at least get a look before we're going to be facing on the next.
Nope.
Gah! But not before we deal with this first!
It's a giant ass mech.
What? That's never the 77 Devils! The Gatekeeper of Gehenna, fit for his dark incantations of frightful magic! The start of the Abyss!
Or as we prefer to call it, Medusa. Oh!
Is this Weissman's evil eye? It's gotta be the curse that was based on! A far more powerful version that binds space itself! Ah, damn it! Can't remember muscle! If we can't break out of this, we're finished! Don't think I get choice here. Be gone, foul blasphemous beast!
Yeah, Rias is back.
Rias!
Thank goodness. I was worried I might not make it in time. Leave the devil to me. I'll take care of it in no time.
That's Arrow Storm. What's she gonna do? Just like blow it away? Those are the moves used by Cassius. That's the Blade Dancer move.
Not bad. But she's not letting the grass her name down, that's for sure. Down by Shalom, Rias. You know Dwell's Iron is not an opponent you can take on your own.
I know, but I'm a squire at the Grass Ritter. I have to at least try. I've got a lot of things I want to say to you. But right now, what I want you to do, most of all, is protect you. Just like you and Rafina protected me. No.
Oh!
Rias! No!
Rias!
Huh?
Kevin!
Kevin can now use his S-Craft, the Spear of Loa.
It sure wasn't expecting him to use this in here. This is just a formality for a worthless devil like you. But I hereby acknowledge you as a heretic to be hunted. Your chances to repent or beg for the goddess's forgiveness have long passed. May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh of sorrow. Become dust and vanish in the void of ignorance.
Well, I can't use it right now because I've not got the craft, so that's annoying. Right, they're weak to time. And astral damage is what he's weak to. He's weak to the very expensive move Dark Matter. And I mean very expensive. I get the feeling this is going to hurt. It hurt, but not as much as I thought it would. I'm quite surprised. I'm quite surprised by that, to be honest. Too slow. I can't cast that. I need a move that's better than that. This shouldn't be affected, I don't think. Yeah, I'm right. It doesn't affect it. Yeah, for someone who's like weak to that move, it doesn't do much. Amazingly, Joshua's still alive, which is surprising. And I also noticed my characters are all tiny. We're all small. Every one of us has been turned small, which is frustrating. The only thing I can really do here is try and hang on for moves of another kind, I think. The only thing I can do here is hang on for the craft moves. That's all I can really do. I'm not the biggest fan of Nintendo either, to be honest. I'm not a massive fan. I've had a thought. Don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Watch this do no damage. Yeah, it doesn't do much damage, but there was a move that Agate had. Oh, I missed him. That's frustrating.
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with despair. May you be as garbage, ignorant and alone. Strike! Unholy spears of time!
This is where we lose. Nothing I can do. This is going to be a game over. Unless we tank it. Yeah, game over. Surprisingly, we actually not done as bad as I thought we would. The proxy puppet came in handy. That killed it. That was just enough damage. Rose.
Ready! Heads up, right!
That's helpful. Not ideal, but it's helpful. That hurt, but not as much as I thought it would. I just realised that was Kevin. So that helps us get through that side, which is good. Right, so he's moved his, he moved his position, but that's all it's done. So that uses Vanish move, which is really annoying, because that basically wipes your character's moves out. Yeah, there's still a globe, there's not much I can do about it. Apart from try and get it off the battlefield. It's frustrating, but there's only so much you can do with it. Yes! 1 HP damage! So that hurt it. Now that enemy's moved again. Well, 1 might be better than 0, but not by much, Queen. Let's be honest here. It's not that helpful. At some point, we're going to get, we are going to get Zin back. We just got to wait. That's all we can really do. Nice. Very useful. Getting in that move. Now I'm just wondering, do any of these give craft points back? That was the wrong person. I wanted to give it. It's useful for Kevin to have it, don't get me wrong, but that's not what I wanted it for. I wanted to give it to Maggot. My mouse slipped at the last second. That was my fault. Luckily, that gives 20. Because I might be able to do the same again. Just noticed that Zin's health isn't great. And we're not going to be able to stop the attack. That was better. So it does attack everybody. That's really, that's actually quite annoying. Because it wasn't doing that before. That'll help, that's not so bad. Right, he's not casting yet, so that's useful. Bit of the old Eastern thud there. He's gone for an instant move. This is the one that caused problems last time.
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with despair. May you be as garbage, ignorant and alone. Strike! Unholy spears of time!
Yeah, it's interesting they didn't hurt us badly. I wonder why. Challenging fight, but a rewarding one in the end.
Sorry, but you had to die.
Ooh, interesting. No level ups for anyone though, which is disappointing. Possible, Queen, yeah.
Kevin.
Kevin. Ah.
Oh. Yeah, well, at least he gave us something to justify the trouble.
Well done, Kevin Graham.
Yeah, you again.
Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. You didn't perform as well as I'd hoped, but my words still came true, did they not?
Yeah, just who are you? I think it's about time you took that lame-looking mask off and showed us your face, don't you?
If that is what you wish, I would be happy to oblige. But ask yourself this: is that truly what you desire?
What?
You have to say the word, and the deed shall be done. Well, what's it to be? Do you wish to see my face?
Hey,
Kevin. That's enough, Lord of Phantasma. Stop trying to mess with Kevin's head with your cryptic nonsense.
Haha, I am doing no such thing. If he doesn't understand my words, that is because he chooses not to be by himself.
And yes, I'm wondering if it might go Persona 4 here, Queen, and that be his true self underneath.
Regardless, the time has come for the child of the sun to return to you. And with that, you will finally have sufficient pieces for me to prepare some more advanced game boards for you.
No.
not again.
Haha. Your next destination is the path of the Dream Devils. Cross between the realms of shadow and light, and gather the black and white pieces therein. Only upon the completion of your collection will your path to yet a new game board become clear.
Kevin, I...
And there you got a lot you want to talk about. Well, let's say that until later, okay?
But...
Oh, after all, It sounds like this contains the girl we've all been waiting for. Everyone else can wait until that she's out of the stone. Thanks, Kevin. Damn right.
No, we don't have a stove yet. The child of the sun, so it makes sense. We need some water for this. Meanwhile, good evening, Tong, Sucker, and Joya. We cannot progress the character arcs because the game's really gameplay pilled. I'm actually really liking this. Reminds me a lot of the answer in Persona 3 FES or episode Aegis and then Persona 3 Reload. You want to see more of that? Go check out Queen 3210's channel live over on YouTube.com.
Here she comes.
Yeah, there she is.
What just happened? Here, Stell.
Hey, okay, Joshua? What was that lie anyway? Huh?
Yeah, I'm not surprised you're feeling kind of bewildered right now. Not every day you find yourself in a situation like this.
I must say I've missed that expression from Estelle. I've missed that. That glare.
You can say that again. I missed you, Estelle. Same here. You guys have missed me. I miss you. I'm feeling all emotional all of a sudden. There's so many faces I've seen in ages here. I'm not sure where to start. And a few have done a total 180 since the last season too. I mean, wow, Olivia, you look all princely all of a sudden. And when did you cut your hair, Shara? And is that a new outfit? It's so daring.
That's taking quite a bit of liking to it myself.
I have to say, I still prefer the old white coat. I feel much more at home in it than this.
Everyone else is same old though.
Yeah, well, sorry for not breaking the bank on some new get-up for you to gawk at. Here, these clothes are practically all my work uniform at this point. It'd take a lot to get me to change them.
Ah, man, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, you don't look like you changed at all. You're still a total airhead from where I'm standing.
And Lace, you're here too. And as for you, Josette, can you quit calling me a damn airhead? In case you were raised in a barn, that's not a very nice way to greet someone.
What? I was only telling the truth. Sounds like you're always a huge pain in the butt for boy Joshua.
Oh, here we go, people. Let's get comfortable. We're about to see the duel of the decade, eh? The war that ends all wars. Estelle versus Josette for Joshua's heart.
Okay, I'll give you sometimes, but always. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. It's none of your business. Well, though, even the cats are in the major are here.
It's nothing to steal to Estelle.
Yeah, it's been quite some time.
Man, this is the best reunion party ever.
Well, not really.
Yeah, don't forget about me too.
Kevin? I don't recognize the person with you, though. Hi.
Hello, I'm Rhea Sargent, a squire at the Grouse Shredder. Kevin's told me quite a lot about you.
He has, huh? It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you really are a special girl, Estelle. Just having you here brightens up the room.
You really think so? Hey, are you okay? You look a little pale.
What?
Get. Oh. Didn't this happen to Aga in FC? Didn't the same thing happen? It's not plagiarizing if you copy yourself, I suppose.
Sorry, Rias. You had to take a rain check on that talk.
Kevin handed the cube to Rias.
What are you? I'll eat thanks to you for a while. Keep moving on.
Kevin! Kevin!
Ugh, is this because of this thing you did?
What thing? What's going on? Kevin! Wake up! Kevin!
And that's how we end the chapter called The Dark Stigma, people. Yes, the plot armor was the plot armor's fainting, slowly dissipating to nothing.
Look at me, Kevin Graham. Instructor, Sonny! You look as though you haven't eaten in days. Although by the sounds of it, you really haven't. Nor have you even been drinking anything. I was saddened to hear the news about Rufina as well. But unfortunately, accidents are a part of facts of life, especially in our work. It's the risk we all choose to shoulder when we depart on a mission. Kill me. Excuse me? I've got no reason to be a knight anymore. I've got no reason to even live anymore. And if someone has to kill me, I couldn't ask for anyone better than you. I doubt I'd even have the time to feel pain before you were done. So, if that is your wish, in what world did you think I would happily oblige such an asinine request? You do remember what you said when you first became a squire, You said you offered your soul to the goddess above, and your body and your blood to her church here on earth. After swearing that, do you think you have the right to beg for death? Much less a painless one? Don't make me laugh. Still, I was reluctant to even relay this information for you. But after seeing how pathetic a state you're in, perhaps it won't be so difficult after all. Squire of the Grouse Ritter, Kevin Graham. From this day on, you are to assume the position of Fifth Dominion. Your appointment was decided by the Congregation of the Sacraments, and even His Holiness the Pope has given his approval. The job is yours. What? I imagine you must at least have heard rumors that the position of Fifth Dominion was vacant. Has been for several decades, too. Congratulations. It turns out that position was meant for you. How the hell did that baby squire I once helped teach reach the same rank as me? I'm sure the 5th Merkabah will be pleased to finally see the light of day. Why? Oh, and incidentally, it's tradition to take on a title of your choosing after becoming a Dominion. You might want to start giving some thought to what you want sooner rather than later. As you already know, mine is Carnelia. Simple a name as it is. I don't care about titles. I don't care about any of those things. Why? Why me? I couldn't even protect Rufina from... Why me? And to that I say, that is of no consequence here. What is of consequence is that Rufina Argent was a highly capable knight. She may not have manifested a stigma of her own, but her problem-solving abilities were at times greater than even a Dominion's. Her loss will be keenly felt, and it will be up to our new 5th Dominion to fill it. The words of His Eminence the Cardinal. Ah, this is rich. This is just rich. Oh man, it's so funny it hurts. I become a knight to protect Rufina, and then you end up shooting the top of the ranks over her dead body. Amazing, huh? You could have seen that coming. I wish to get back in time and tell myself when I signed up what was going to happen just to see my own face. So what will you do? I should make it clear that you do have the right to refuse your new appointment. Admittedly, no one in the Grouse Ritter's 1,000-year history has turned down a Dominion position, so doing so would be unprecedented. But still... well, no shit! No, I humbly accept my new position. I'm ready to start work as soon as it's there for me. Hell, start piling on me today. I'm up for it. All right, then. I'll see what I can do. No, don't hold back on me either. Throw me the really hard stuff. The kind you need to be a masochist to take on. And that title thing? Yeah. Let's go with Heretic Hunter, okay? That sounds just perfect.
Yeah, the problem with laughs like that, it really does a number on your chest after a while. Labyrinth of shadows and light.
Wow, so that's what happened. The more I hear, the more off the wall I'm happening to hear sounds.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. We're making progress on working out what's going on, thankfully. We know the place we're in is called Phantasma, and about how it has its own unique rules to govern it. We also know that all of us were chosen based on some criteria and drawn into it.
Yeah, we still have plenty of questions that need answering, but they can largely be summed up by the following three. 1. Who are the Lord of Phantasma and Swartzritter? 2. What is the cube and the identity of the ghost that appears to be connected to it? And 3. What is Phantasma, and how did it come to exist?
And that's a pretty succinct way of putting it.
There were other questions too, of course, but it's true most of those generally fall under those three in some way.
Word of fiends roaming around comes under number 3, for example.
Dividing a field like that makes it a heck of a lot easier to understand. Yeah. Oh, but wait. Where does Kevin falling unconscious come to all of this? You made it sound like that was him fighting against some giant devil.
From what we could tell, anyway. More specifically, the power he used to break the barrier surrounding us seems to have been what did it. That one made that red symbol show up on his back. I wonder what it was then.
I haven't got any idea what it could have been either. It's possibly maybe some form of thaumaturgy passed down through the church, but I can hardly be sure.
Does you, huh? Do you think you know what it could have been?
I think I do. I can't be sure, but I think it was a stigma.
Seriously?
Isn't that the thing that appeared on your shoulder?
Yeah, it was. What you saw was a physical manifestation of an image Weissman had placed deep within my mind in order to control me. Kevin's is likely the same, save for the control factor. However, I have a feeling his is also significantly more powerful than mine was. Well spotted, Joshua. Rias.
Say, how's Kevin doing?
His condition seems to have marginally improved, but what he did resulted in a heavy burden being placed on his mind, so I think it would be best for him to rest out for a while longer.
That's a relief!
He sure knows how to give people a fright. Do you mind if I get clarification on something, Rias? Was my theory correct? Yes, it was. He did indeed use the power of his stigma. However, the key difference between his and yours is that his is one of the original kind, on which yours was likely based. A seal carved into a person's very soul, set to manifest only in the dominions of the Grouse Ritter.
What's a dominion?
I've heard rumors of their existence personally. The Dominions are a group of 12 knights who lead the Grouse Ritter. They're supposed to possess incredible power.
That is also correct. Their stigmas are the source of that power. They also allow people who possess them to strengthen their body beyond what most would think humanly possible, as well as use high-level thaumaturgy far exceeding the capabilities of other knights. As I'm sure you've pieced together, Kevin is one of them. Specifically, the 5th Dominion.
Are we even talking about the same Kevin who's been leading around here? It sure doesn't feel like it.
Sorry, but I'm a bit confused. Did Kevin have his stigma implanted in him, like Joshua did? No. Ordinarily, stigmas aren't carved in that manner. They appear on their own without human intervention. There are 12 Dominions, and that number has always been consistent throughout history. There are times when spots are left unfilled, because the stigma bearer to fill them is yet to appear. But they're always out there, whether their stigma is manifested or not.
That's so weird, don't you think? So, does that mean that stigma Joshua had?
Yeah, man was only a replica of the real thing. Weissman was originally a clergyman, so he probably had access to a way to make such a thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot he said that.
He used to be a bishop in the Congregation for the Sacraments, which is the organization that the Grouse Shredder answers to. Even back in those days, he was in contact with Ouroboros and stealing numerous sacraments from the church. Things that were stolen included a vast amount of literature and research on the stigmas of the Dominions. We believe he then went on to use that material as a basis to realize his dream of creating some sort of superhuman over with the society.
I thought so.
Still, while I think I have a vague understanding of just what these stigmas are now, I'm still not clear on how using that power led Kevin to collapse. Does that risk normally naturally come with the use of your stigma's power, or is there something more to it? Well, I don't know exactly why, but Kevin very rarely uses the power of his stigma at all. I've heard that the only time he relies on it is when disposing of those he brands heretics. In other words, those whose sins are far too great for them to ever be able to walk the path of righteousness ever again.
Disposing of?
That's synonymous.
So let me make sure I got this straight. He used a superpower he barely uses out of nowhere, and that caused him to black out because his body wasn't ready for it?
That's what I believe is likely the case.
I see. I think I understand well enough now. Are you sure it's fine for you to be telling us this?
Yes. I'm almost positive Kevin was planning on telling you himself before he fell unconscious. And I believe telling you all of this is necessary in order to ensure your cooperation in the rest of our investigation.
Well, if you're sure. Wait, does that mean...
If no one has any objections, I'd like to take Kevin's place and lead till he wakes up again. Is that alright with everyone?
Here, no problems here.
Are you sure you don't want to stay here now? I would have thought you wanted to stay and look after him.
Before he collapsed, Kevin entrusted me with the cube. As such, I believe this is my duty as a squire in his service. So please, don't worry about me right now. I'd much rather be helping all of you.
Well, if you're sure.
I personally see no reason to say no.
The remaining members will be sure to look after Kevin. You won't have to worry about a thing, okay? Thank you. I appreciate that.
What's wrong, Estelle?
Well, so, yes, I've got a favor I want to ask, if you don't mind. Would you mind if I came with you when you went and had to explore?
Is there any specific reason?
Estelle?
Well, it's just, I would just return to the world of living, right? I feel like I want to go see what's going on for myself. And I mean, I am a preacher, so I doubt I'll get in your way or anything. So, would you mind?
Not in the least. I'd love it if you accompanied me.
Thanks. Sorry for having to sign out on my own, Joshua.
It's sorry for what? If that's what you want to do, then you won't hear any complaints from me. But we count on you to do a good job back and re-us up.
You know it.
Right, so first time we were forced to use Joshua, now we're forced to use Estelle. So, let's decide on the rest of the party. I could really do with having someone with range, but aside from... actually, to be fair, I could have Olivier for that. And for this slot, could realistically use an all-rounder. But I don't want to rely on the same party members in case I'm forced to use them later. It's one of those, it's an interesting game in this respect. You have a massive cast and you can only carry so few at a time. I don't think it's a good idea to let Olivier go with 3 goals. I'm gonna bring Agatha. I'm gonna bring Agatha. Someone who'll keep him in check. Right, first of all, what equipment have you got then, Estelle? Oh, what they done to your face? I really don't like that. That's nowhere near as good as the first 2 games. That's a freaky look. She looks freaky. Prevents mute, that'll come in handy. And either that'll, well, you might as well have it. For now. Armament wise, what have you got? HP, you got Heaven's Eye. That's quite useful. Combines the effects of information. Pretty decent skills all round, to be honest. And good coverage on elements, so she'll be a good all-rounder. Right, I need to see if I can do anything to increase her HP. I can obviously use HP 3. Question is, can I synthesize a HP 4? Yes, I can. Well, that was easy. I had to synthesize a few of those. Although I've got loads of Sepith, so I might as well bloody use it. So the menu management mode happens here now, people. I do apologise. This is where we grind to a halt for a while. Okay, that's good. Interestingly, she's got attack 4. I'm surprised at that. Yeah, he's only got HP 3, so I can boost his HP 2. 18,000, that's not bad. I need to do slots, actually, that's going to come in handy here. So Agate's got 3 slots I really could do with increasing. It's definitely worth having the slots upgraded if you can. Ideally, you want them to level 3 all the way, but I can't always guarantee it. A confused defense 4. Make a few more of those while I can. We can get mind 4. I'll get 3 of those, I think. Wind. You can get an evade 4. Have to be careful now. You see how you've got not just the wind Sepith, but you've also got the light Sepith as well. So this is where the moves get a little trickier. You want to synthesize, let's say this one for example, costs 800 wind and then 600 or 2 of the others. It's a very useful one though, so it's going to be helpful. So you don't want to waste too much time, you don't want to do too many. Action 4, I definitely want a couple of those. Space, EP cut 4, could do with getting one of those. And then Mirage, an EP 4 will come in handy. As well a hit 4. And I'll get a confused while I'm on it as well. Fire. Might as well make a couple of those. Also a seal. Right, so let's start that again. Nice, we've got tear all, that's really helpful. Takes strength down but massively increases defense, that's going to be useful. Because that'll also mean I can offset it with that, ironically. I've only got evade 3, so that's fine. Apologies, peeps. Ooh, gets access to Sulfarium with that, that's useful. And also access to Earth Wall, that's really useful. Extra hit for someone who's ranged, that's definitely going to be useful. And an EP as well. Takes his attack down, but actually, to be fair, his defense is already sky high. So there's not much point in giving him that. Now that I think about it. My Septium Vein would take his magic attack up, but reduces everything else, and I don't want that. Arts defense is going to be useful. And he's already got shield 3. Bit disappointing. Mind 4. Yeah, that'll come in handy. Mainly for the extra healing. Right, okay. Now what we can do is save our game. Now, I do know that there is a door where if I can take Joshua and Estelle, it would actually allow us to view more of their backstory, and usually that gives you better rewards. So I may want to look at doing that, but I can't remember exactly where it was. Well, that'll come in handy. Oh, good lord. Extra movement, extra agility. Yes, I think we better give you some decent equipment. Oh. Yeah, nice one, game. Just don't optimize the equipment for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's Blueprint's debuffs. Yeah, nothing new there for you. Right, okay. So we've got a very balanced squad here. Now, one final thing I want to do is my tactics. You have great range, so you can go in the middle. Yeah, that gives us a bit more of a fighting wedge style. We'll go with that. Right, with that in mind, let's go to the 4th plane. And see what awaits. Before I do that, I'm going to quickly go up here and see if Gilbert's saying anything new. Oh no, he's gone. Gilbert's vanished. Right. So Gilbert has gone out of the way.
Wow! I thought I was ready if you guys told me what happened. But seeing this place once you trained it like this is weird. So the swamp thingy here is gonna take us to the next plane. That's right. The next should be the 5th. Presumably the first of the more advanced game boards. The Lord of Phantasma mentioned. Yeah, we're gonna be for a really rough ride, aren't we? But hey, we come through plenty of those just fine. We can knock this one out too. I certainly hope so. Something wrong? No, but I do have a question. Why did you specifically put your name forward to accompany me? Huh? Is it really that big a deal? I can't think of any specific reason you could have to offer support to me. And yet, when making your request, your eyes were filled with determination and resolve. So it wasn't something you did on a whim. You don't mind my inquiry, do you? No, it wasn't a whim though, so you're right about that. It's just that I don't have some big special reason for doing it either. I guess just wanted to give something back. What do you mean? Well, my Kevin did a lot for me during all that trouble in the burrow. He bailed me out of more troubled times than I can count. And he helped Joshua deal with what was burdening him too. Now he's in trouble just like we were. So, it's this thing where I found myself wondering whether there was anything I could do to help. Coming back and backing you up was the best way I could do that.
Now I get it.
I'm not sure I understand. I understand you feel indebted to Kevin, but how does helping me go towards repaying that? Isn't it obvious? You're super important to him, aren't you? What? I'm not implying you're going out or anything. Just from all I've heard and seen since getting here, it seems like you basically view each other as family. I'm not wrong, right? No, you're right. Before all this started, we hadn't met for almost five years. The only reason we met again at all was because of work. I'm not sure there's any bond between the two of us at all anymore. Yeah, I'm not buying that one. What's so funny? The connections between people deepen over time to become bonds. And once those bonds are formed, they can never be broken.
And for those of you who are unsure what that's about, this month, PlayStation Plus Extra is getting Persona 5 Royal. So if you want to know more about connections and bonds, play that game when it's on PS Plus. Or go check out Queen 3210's Let's Play over on YouTube. Or my Let's Play. From 6 years ago. Yeah, that's right. It was 6 years ago that I played that game.
However far apart those people may be, no matter where life may take them, those bonds will always exist in some way. Not my words, by the way. They're just something some old guy I know said to me a while back. And I happen to agree with him. Kevin was happy to entrust everything to you about Second Fart, right? You were talking like you knew what he was thinking earlier, too. About how he was going to tell us about his stigma. That's proof enough there's still a strong bond between you. I wish I could be so confident. Still, I can understand why you wanted to come with me now. I appreciate it too. Thank you, Estelle. You're very welcome. I do have one more question, though. It's something of a personal one, however. Like what? I'll answer it if I can. This is a good chance to get to know each other. Alright. Forgive me if it sounds blunt, but... do people often tell you that you're too soft for your own good? What?
Yeah.
What are you laughing for? I think I have my answer. At least let me answer or make it up your mind. Yeah, screw it. Let's get going. Right behind you.
Yeah, for once, Estelle's super observation comes back to bite her in the backside. I will say that's one thing about these or the older Trials games that is cool. Replaying them, you get different interactions. Now we're on another one of these causeway routes by the looks of it.
Where are we now? It seems to be another enclosed dimensional space.
There's a blue door over there. Lots of loot. And many warp points.
Like a giant labyrinth of marble in a rift between dimensions. Or at least that's how it appears. Yeah. This'll be a blast to go through. We're getting to put our backs into this one. Indeed. And quite immediately, too. Huh?
Yep.
What?
Here they come! Zombies. Oh, hang on. That's the Tyrant from Resident Evil.
These are dream spiders. They're foul beasts that devour people's dreams and replace them with nightmares. Yeah, well, this plays off to an awesome start. Well, whatever. Let's kick some devil butt.
Yeah, I had a feeling the moment they mentioned dream things, it'll be all about avoiding damage to through sleep. That's a pain in the arse. They're weak to the most expensive spell. I hate that. They're all weak to the really, 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 really costly move, Dark Matter. Urgh. Oh well, at least he's awake now, so that's not too bad. Oh, that's good. We actually frozen one. Oh, nice, it missed. That's a relief. That's a huge relief. I'm happy about that. Oh. It's not just that status effect, it does many of them. Wow, they really don't like Olivier. They really don't like Olivier. They instantly get killed by it, that's a good thing. Oh, actually. Perfect. The problem I've got is they're getting a lot of turns. There's not much I can really do about it. So this wouldn't be a problem if I ever have actually had a decent chance to use moves, but I didn't. It's a pain in the arse.
You're feeling lucky.
That looks to it.
You ready for this?
I'm fed up with the move spam. Off my fucking battlefield. Fuck off, that way.
Take that!
Ah, no damage, that's annoying. Oh, no, you don't. Out. That way.
We're good to go.
Decent experience, though. That's useful, actually. Quite a few level ups have got us instant healing. And we can also heal at the spot there.
I think that was the last of them. Phew, I burst. So what else the devils you've been talking back in the garden? More specifically, it's a subspecies of devils known as dream devils. They're said to specialize in attacking the mind, and I think we confirmed that to be perfectly accurate. Yeah, but we need to put more in our packs at this rate. How about we double check our equipment one last time and put it on? That certainly sounds wise. There's no such thing as being too cautious.
No, there isn't. But first, activate the portal. And then take advantage of the ability to immediately heal, which is useful. That's a big increase for Olivier. The issue I've got is I'm just not getting money. Money is almost impossible to acquire, even by selling equipment. Even I reckon even if I sell all my equipment, I'll get barely anything. It's one thing this game has not got right in its balance. Acquiring money is really hard. For me, that'd be a quality of life feature. Massively increase the ability to make money. I mean, this'll help, but not by much. I'm not sure if that's stronger than the gear she's got, so I don't want to waste it. See, I've only gained about 2,000 so far. I've barely gained anything. I mean, the Sepith you can sell. Ooh. Right, I've got a possible idea here. Maybe this is part of the solution. Yeah. Right, okay. I've just found my quality of life. That's 20,000 mirror. So I've been making the game harder than I needed to do, people. And that's on me. There we go. That will make things much bloody easier. Why is the pistol called Moby Dick? That's the one I don't get. Now the thing is, even with all of this, I can't really... Like, if I were to buy all 4 of them, it'd cost me 32,000 mirror. That's the problem. So even with that, it's barely getting me what I need. What's the difference? See, it gives him an extra 2,000 in defense. It's really needed. Right. I might have to do something I don't want to do here. I'm going to have to sell even more. I've got quite a lot of Sepith in the tank, luckily. Just gotta hope I can grind more Sepith. Right, we'll sell that. I'm gonna have to do it. 'Cause I need to get the armor. I simply need it. It's a simple fact. Problem is now I'll spend all this money and I know what's gonna happen next. I'm gonna find better equipment. I know full well. The good news is I can now get a few different things like crash charms. They prevent sleep and faint, so they're really useful. I've got 2 of those. Prevent freeze. Might as well get 4 of those. And then the Mirage ring to prevent petrify. Now that gives us a little extra ability now. We'll be able to make some serious inroads in our gear. Yeah, prevents death blows on sleep, so that's fine. You can have one of one of those crash charms. That's a big upgrade. He needed that. Again, I think this will make a big difference. Having stronger abilities out of the gate. Oh, I didn't buy his weapon, did I? I didn't buy his. I am an idiot. I'll sort that out in just a moment, people. Sleep, faint, and confused look like they're going to be really useful here. The Dragon's Bane. What a nice name. So, the rule for this game, people, from now on, grind Sepith, sell Sepith. That is our mantra. That's where I went wrong. So I made that more challenging than it needed to be. I've only played through 2 of these games and played through the remake of First Chapter, you know what I mean? And yes, it's not Skyrim, which is just as well because I've not played Skyrim. I tried playing Skyrim, didn't like it. Really didn't like it. Oh, East unflug him. Get off my battlefield.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Getting decent experience here. Oh, chest. Watch this be a better weapon now. The Feather Brooch Plus. 1636. His passing brought great sorrow to all but one. His son, who was acutely aware that no one could surpass his father's talent. More than he despised carpentry, he despised the crushing weight of his father's name. So what's the Feather Brooch Plus? Ah, so it stats up and prevents faint. That could be very useful here in this area. I'm gonna go with that. Get on, Riaz. Now there is a gemstone further down this way.
Take that!
Oh, stealth. Oh, now it's transmogrified into a version of Zin. And has got way more health. Oh, now that's just annoying. That is really irritating. What's their weak point? Tell you what, I can't be bothered. I can just do that. I'll fight them again when I'm ready. Right. They're not really weak to any, which is really irritating. And I find that very, very annoying. However, as your shooting is not that strong... Yeah, that hurt it, alright. This attack's likely to sting. Not quite enough to finish him. Yeah, powerful, but not as powerful as I thought it'd be. Can you shoot him?
Take that!
Enjoy the show.
That wasn't too bad. And we have a blue door here for somebody. So the question is, who is that? Because this could be a lengthy... They're quite lengthy, the blue ones. They're about an hour, so I don't really want to do it tonight. All may set foot within this door to lay claim to its rewards. However, you first must overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. Ooh, okay, sounds like a quest one. Let's find out. I've literally just saved the game, so let's see what happens. Welcome to the Velvet Room. I mean, it is, isn't it? Come on. Overcome the trial before you, then I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing.
I call this Requiem for a Doomed Opponent. You feeling lucky?
Take that! And there's napalm!
Not that powerful, I'm quite disappointed. They're all got books, so Avian's going to be annoyed at me for this. Not really weak to anything, except they are susceptible to arts which are wind-based, and they have large area effect moves. So that could be a new tactic, really. Yeah, it's line-based. Trying to see if any of them approach the line. That's the idea. That's not quite as powerful as I'd like it to be. Oh, I've got an idea though. This'll work.
You ready for this?
This is risky, but I'm going for it.
Upon the golden wings of battle, descending to that land to rescue wayward souls.
I was hoping to be able to finish at least one of them then, but never mind. He's paralyzed, that worked. Ah, that's petrified her. That's annoying. Oh, and that killed her. Oh, of course. Petrified. If you're going to turn spam on me, I'm not going to bother. If you're going to turn spam, you can forget it. I'm Alt F4 in that. I'm not messing around. Bear me a second, people. If you're gonna make it so it's impossible to get a turn, then I'm not gonna play. I'm not playing. If you're gonna make it so that I can't get a turn, I'm just gonna quit. I'm not having that. That's not a challenge. That's cheap. I'm gonna give myself infinite turns. No, mate, that's not how it works. No, I'm not having that either. The ability to load and reload when you like. You can just cheese the game. I had action 4 then, and didn't have a single move. Not having that. No way. I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that blue moon door later. I'm gonna over level to shit offline, and I'll just go back and kill the craft moves. I'm not pissing around with that shit.
We rule.
Put more levels up. That's good. And the chest contains an EP charge 2. You're next. What are you gonna do? Open me up? Actually, that sounds rather gruesome. Let's not encourage it. But it's got a nice design to this area. The design of it's really, really nice. Right, before we go up there, I want to quickly see what's back this way. Actually, while I've got the chance. I can be just as cheesy. There we go. That's my health and EP back. I don't have to mess around with that nonsense. Ooh, it's a flying seahorse. An interesting concept for an enemy. Nope, I didn't get the initiative, so we'll try again. Again, we didn't get the initiative. If we don't get the initiative, I'm not doing it. There we are, it's better. Off my battlefield. Once again, it appears the only moves that do any damage to it are dark matter ones. And Agat's got this because he has 2 moves. Thank you.
Care for a rematch?
We got a Mirage Ring. What does that do? Prevents Petrify. That'll be useful in that move I was just in before. Which will actually be better on that one than overcoming Mute, to be honest. A lighter. Someone used to keep his magazine stash in here. Yeah, about that magazine stash. Why don't you keep that? Yeah. I don't want that. And there's another gemstone there, interestingly enough, so we're going to be going getting somebody else nearby. Right, okay, with that in mind, it looks like we've got to go. It looks like the only route we've got is down here. So let's take it and find out where it leads us. Oh, good so far. Now we have 2 paths. Let's go left. Ah, we've got some piglet carrying a sword and a book. The enemies are quite imaginatively designed. I'll give them that. They're odd, but they're designed well. Oh, missed it. Wonder if these are enemies you can't really hit. I've seen that before. I like they got very high evasion, basically. That wasn't enough to kill it, which is annoying. I'm disappointed by that. Ah. So that's more to do with the magic damage output that Rias doesn't have. Yeah, it's Rias's ATS is not that good. Well, to be fair, he's missed as well. Try and hit him again. Yeah, they've got high evasion. That's what that is. Ah, and they have Petrify. Right, that's really annoying. Oh, why are you so slow?
We're good to go.
Take that!
Ah, that did 0 damage. Try one more time. Yay, there we go. Got him.
Care for a rematch?
Good experience. I will say that. And a level up for Agat. Excellent. Now we've got the pair of them.
Hey!
So the thing is, we got the preemptive on these guys, and it hasn't actually made any difference. They've actually still got a move. But that's helpful. One is out of the way.
Take that!
That's helpful. Keep it coming.
Take that!
Yeah. It's giving us craft points, so as annoying as that is, I can tank it.
beautiful souls, may you rest in peace.
So that's okay too. You've only got Latar. You've got Latera. I know it's costly. I know it rinses your EP. I'm sorry, Olivert. But that's what you're here for. You're here to provide backup and annoy the enemy with loot music.
Damn it! Care for a rematch?
Okay, another level up. Great, nice one. Oh, nice, some Sepith, that's great. There was once an heir to a kingdom who allowed everyone a piece of meat from a boar and up a vine, and provided, of course, they found the key to his secret cellar underground. Finding it was no mean feat. Yes, well done by using completely misspelt words on that one. Right, we got the preemptive. Yeah, once again, they're not really weak to... Well, they are weak to one spell. The problem is, it's a very costly spell. Well, you have an EP cut, so you can go for it. And it does the damage, I'll give it that.
Care for a rematch?
It's weird that I'm playing a game where my level is over 100 and it's not helping. It feels so weird and jarring. It's like, haha, I'm level 115, enemy. Oh no. Anyway, the Phantom S. Cry into my chest. Game. That's implying a different kind of relationship between us that I'm not prepared to commit to. Yep, that was a thought, but it takes his range down and his dexterity, which is annoying, but it is more powerful. Oh, I found a new place where we can rest up. That's useful. Ah, so we are very much in a maze. Ugh. Does that take us up or down? I'm not sure. Can't change perspective here, which is annoying. Ooh. Let's try taking out these idiots first. Because I don't want them to have the extra turn, which they do have at the moment. I don't want that. Olivier, I need you to do the job here if you can. Fantastic. Oh, you don't have the move, damn it. Oh. That's so annoying.
We rule.
Helpful, more level ups. Awesome. Found the Mirage Ring. Your secrets are safe with me. In this alternate dimensional space where no one can find them. Well, since we can restore our HP and EP, let's do it. I mean, that I will say is fair about this game. I I will say that. The game is fair in that respect. What I really need to do is get a load of money together and start doing the cooking. A, because I need it for one of the doors that I can open anyway, but B, it'll be a great way to get supplies. Because I found food can be actually more useful than anything else.
Hey!
Especially when Rias is around. Like, Rias works up an appetite, doesn't she? We might be able to finish this by East End Thugging. Ooh, risky. What's his HP? I'm going for it. Oh, just short. Oh, never mind. You had the chance to instant kill somebody on computer and you didn't take it.
Enjoy the show.
I'm happy with that. That was good luck. We rode our luck with that one, people. The Long Barrel 3, nice. I'll give you 1,000 mirror if you give back what you took. The item you gave me is worth more than 1,000 mirror. So no, I'm not giving you that. Yeah, it makes his range very long, which could really come in handy. Because that's why I've got him on the back row in the tactics menu. If I get everyone to 200 craft points, it might be... Ooh. Right, there's a seal up ahead, interestingly enough. What's that about? Right, we've not broken that seal for some reason. So this reminds me a lot of the alternate version of the towers from Trials in the Sky 2nd chapter, when we had to essentially go into the alternate dimensional space. There's quite a lot of enemies here. You're weak to that big spell. The unfortunate thing being it's actually not a cheap spell to cast. I think there's another spider enemy. There is. I just saw it at the back of the corner. Well, that did Agate good for his craft points. Same for Olivier. Nice. Good thing is he can tank another blow. Although it's not that strong. Even his attacks aren't that strong. Oh, now he's poisoned, which is really irritating. Like, the power of this enemy is just too much. It's too powerful. That's the issue I've got. Thing is, that'll be too expensive a move for him. wasting my ass crafts. I'm not wasting them on this anime. I'm refusing. Unless I get desperate, I'm not doing it. Oh, no. Why is this a regular anime? This shouldn't be a regular anime. This should not be a regular enemy. It's far too tanky and far too powerful. This should not be a regular enemy.
I'm sorry.
This is my point. This enemy shouldn't be a boss. This should be a boss. This should not be a regular enemy. Bollocks to it. I'm running away. And I'm reloading. I'm not losing to an enemy like that. I'm refusing. I'm not losing to an enemy that's going to be cheap. I'm not having it. I don't mind the challenge, but it has to be a balanced challenge. An enemy with that strength either shouldn't have status effects or shouldn't have as many turns. That wasn't balanced. It's a horribly unbalanced enemy. That should be a boss. I'm all for a challenge, but it's got to be fair, and that wasn't fair. Sorry, my computer's went onto the wrong screen now. No, don't load. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna try this again. I want to see what this enemy gives in terms of reward. Now, I've just seen a potential feature here where it depends on something else. Right. Bear me a second, people. Oh, he missed. Right. Okay, that went better than it could have hoped. I'm okay with that. We got lucky with that. We got very, very lucky. That luck won't last for long. It can't do. Guaranteed status effect. Resist. It shouldn't resist status effects then. There should be a way to do something to weaken it. Again, this is not an even contest. And I've got a major problem with that. When it's not an even contest, I have a major, major problem with it. It shouldn't be a regular enemy. Enemies that are needlessly tanky and have stupid power. It's not balanced at all. If the experience payout for this is crap, by the way, I'm just going to reload.
You'll pay for this.
I'll tell you what, I'm reloading anyway. Pardon me, people. Forget it. I'm not wasting my time on it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the pay. It's not worth the hassle. I've all left Ford. I can be cheap as well, game. I can be cheap as well. Fuck you. Stay there. I'm not fucking touching you. Piss off. Stay the fuck away from me. So who could this be then?
Another stone. Wow, I think she was pretty. Is this some kind of Septium? No, it's what stone's the sealing stone. You were inside one just like this when we found you. I was? Are we gonna find someone in this too? Without a doubt. You wouldn't happen to have the inkling as to who it could be, would you? Let me think.
Hey, Estelle. You don't think it could be your old man, do you?
He'd be a real big help right now. I don't think we're that lucky, though. It sounds though there are a number of possibilities. And the fastest way to find out which we're in which to is to take us back to the garden. Then let's go!
Yes, we can go. However, I don't want to go just yet because I want to try something. But in order to do it, I just need to find a place to do some camping. And get everyone's craft points up. Because I want to see if I can engineer that blue door to make it possible to win. The big problem was the fact that it got that massive turn spam halfway through. Oh, what the f... Yeah, prepared to use that, so you want me. I'm just going to run off. So that enemy down there, I don't know what kind of enemy it is, but it's horribly unbalanced for this point in the game. It needed nerfing. That needs a massive nerf. Either that or the experience payout needs to be through the fucking roof. And I don't believe it will be.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
In my opinion, these games could do with an EXP boost option, where you can increase experience. There should be a way to get EXP boost, because the experience is pitiful. No, I'm not facing 3 here at once. Too much of a pain in the arse with your status effects.
We're good to go.
Not worth the effort. What I'm trying to do is find the route back to where the blue door is. 2 of them we can manage. Especially when there's a double move option. There we go. Perfect.
Piece of cake.
That it was. That it was. I think it might have been down there, actually. 'Cause that was where the... Yeah, it was. Okay, that's useful. So yeah, I'm going to grind the craft points out because I want to see if I can take down that blue door. I want to see what's behind it. Yeah, there's usually two of these buggers, unfortunately.
Hey!
Two of them together means one is going to... Well, at least one of them will morph. Nope. If I can't get rid of at least one of them on the first turn, I'm not finishing the fight. Okay, that's good. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not weak to anything. It's just so annoying. Now they switch to Estelle this time. Well, interestingly, that move didn't do anything to her health-wise, but managed to make her faint.
We're good to go.
And of course, Estelle got to take out a doppelganger, so that's kind of cool, actually. Now, so unfortunately, the experience just dries up. That's useful. One of them's been frozen.
Take that!
Nice. He's now on his own.
Hey!
He's still gonna get at least one attack. Oh, now that I'm not happy about. Draining craft points. That really annoys me. Again, that's kind of cheap as well. I'll steal your craft points. I won't mind it if it was a special attack, but when they can do it just because they can, that's really irritating. Right.
Piece of cake.
That's good. Okay. Just go in here for a second, and then... So this enemy seems a little more predictable in terms of its attacks. So this might be the enemy to concentrate farming craft points from. Well, when they're on their own. And then we'll see.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
And that's another level up as well, so... This works. Apologies for this part of the stream, people, but I'm having to try and rebalance the game. Oh, bollocks. Mouse slipped into the wrong part. I do apologise there, people. That's okay. So I do like the fact you can quickly reset and reboot this game using Alt F4. So if the game's giving you bullshit, just Alt F4 and start again. Don't be afraid to be cheap, people. The computer's not afraid to be cheap on you, so be cheap right back. Ooh.
We're good to go.
I think someone just got a move that I skipped past by accident. Yeah, no, it's not that. Wonder if it's a new craft move, I wonder. Well, whatever it was, I missed it. Never mind. I'm not far off. I just need Kevin and the stalls. Not Kevin, sorry. I got. Oh. Luckily, we got away with that. We managed to get a missed attack, and then it went through its arts move. Right, it's on its own. Just pummel it. Essentially, what I want is to have everyone to be able to use their craft moves. And see if I can basically obliterate a lot of the enemies quickly, because if I can, it'll make things a bit more balanced, and we can maybe overcome the trial of the blue door, and that might give us a nice reward. I do also know there is a door for Estelle and Joshua in the previous plane, which I do want to check out on the next stream. Oh, that I did not need. I really did not need that.
Take that! Care for a rematch?
Well, that was lucky. That was very lucky indeed. We managed to get another move. Right, all I need now is Agate to get his craft points up. Have everyone go in with a 200 craft point move. And then hopefully, we'll be able to pummel through these enemies a little easier. Because I think these games, much like the Atlas RPGs, are very much you feel your level. So if you're at a level which is not quite there, you get absolutely roasted by the enemies.
Take that! Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that.
The advantage of this is that I can actually quite easily level up some of the characters who are behind at the moment by using these dungeons, from what I can see.
Care for a rematch?
Almost there, peeps. Worst case scenario is it doesn't work, and I've got 200 craft points to obliterate the other enemy that I'm absolutely hating. But I do want to find out who is going to be in the crystal gem, so I'm going to find out after I've got these points ready. I'm not going to change the team straight away.
We're good to go.
Right, okay. So now that we've got that there, save our game. And let's quickly find out who is waiting in this gem. I'm trying to think who it could be. I'm trying to think who else we could possibly have. Let's find out, I guess. Could be one of the other bracers, like Kerr or Kana, maybe. Ah, so that's why we couldn't go anywhere. We need to unleash the Sealing Stone anyway. That explains that, people.
What?
That looks like it couldn't be.
Can it?
You gotta be kidding me.
What the hell, Colonel Richard? Ah, stun grenade! Who goes there? Speak your name! What?
I shouldn't see this coming.
I presume you're all familiar with this man. All I can tell by the uniform is that he's from the Royal Army.
Yeah, we certainly are. I'm not sure what's going on here. Estelle? Joshua? Is that you, Your Highness?
Yes, it is. It's good to see you again, Richard.
I feel the same.
The pleasure is all mine, Your Highness. I'm delighted to see you well and in good health.
It is nice to stare at the floor when you're talking to me, you know. How have you been?
Thanks to Her Majesty's extraordinary kindness, I've been doing very well. I hope you'll forgive me for asking. I'm afraid I don't quite understand the situation I found myself in. Would it be any trouble to request a brief explanation of where we stand?
It would probably be easier if I handled that.
I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rias Argent, a squire affiliated with the Grouse Shredder.
The Grouse Ritter? I see. It sounds like the situation is even more abnormal than I thought. I suppose I should introduce myself as well. My name is Alan Richard. I was once a colonel in the Royal Army's Intelligence Division, as well as a traitor who attempted to instigate a coup d'etat. At present, however, I run the research agency R&A Research. Okay, so Colonel Richard's now playable. Oh, thank you. I think I have a solid grasp now. I wish I knew what else to say.
What do you mean? As in, like, you having trouble believing all what you just told you?
Well, part of me feels that way, yes. But that's not really it. The greatest doubt in my mind is simply, why me?
Huh?
I look at everyone here and I see comrades who know to fight alongside one another to turn even the darkest of odds in their favor. Whether this turn of events was the will of the goddess or someone else, I can't rightly say. But from where I'm standing, you've already formed the perfect team for overcoming the obstacles before you.
I guess so.
I sure as hell don't want to work with her, though. I don't want her stupid rubbing off on me.
Oh, you're really gonna feel stupid after I fuck your brace to mush!
Not now, you two. If I may. I find it hard to understand how I, of all people, came to be here. Far from working together well with all of you, I'm a criminal for both your lives and the safety of the nation in which we thrive. I can't help but feel my being here is a mistake of some kind.
Still, you have voted us before, though. I joined the second ransom, remember? You came to everyone's aid then.
Yeah, that could have gone really bad if you and your men showed up to help when you did.
They're right.
Exactly, Queen. Yes, the villain from the first game. And then we saw in the scene where Joshua and Chloe went through the door together in Grandson. It showed the buffet. It mentioned that he got his pardon for whatever reason. Then it was the fact he was assumed responsibility for defending the city while others escorted Chloe to Hackengate. Yeah, you might have done some bad stuff in the past, but you're into selling yourself by selling you never helped us out before. Be that as it may. Like a man, it's not as though you're the only one here who performed terrible deeds. Here's the occasion Joshua mentioned. While you valiantly defended Gransel, I was at Hackengate threatening Liberal's safety. And yet here I am, fighting alongside my friends without a care in the world. The best thing to do here, in my personal opinion, is relax. I'm not sure boasting about not having a care in the world is something you should be doing. I have a different perspective on those events, Your Highness. You only threatened the Liberal on the surface. You had no intention of actually doing anything. On the contrary, you were trying to protect it. The same can't be said of me. My conspiracy was my own doing.
Yeah, okay, what about me? We were being used by you guys, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact we were a bunch of sky bandits who hijacked an airship. But Her Majesty was gracious enough to give us another chance at life. And we're trying to make the most of it running our new company. I don't think our new positions are all that different, honestly.
Well,
yeah, you might have done some things that you regret. But it's not the past that determines who you are. It's what you choose to do now.
Hey, exactly! It'd be a huge help if we had someone as baller as you fighting with us. So please, we could really use your help.
Are you sure, Annalise?
You guys know each other? How did that happen?
Oh, I went to visit your dad for something a while back, so that's when we met.
Huh? Really? After all we've heard, I see no reason to refuse your company. If anything, we're eager to welcome you to our group with open arms, myself included. You could consider it aid given to the Grouse Shredder, if that would make you less averse to the idea. What do you say?
Very well, you have my support.
Woohoo! I'm glad you're with us.
Thank you. Haha, I only hope I can meet your expectations. Incidentally, there's one thing I'd like to confirm first.
What would that be?
You said that you believe everyone here to have been surrounded by that white light and sent here at roughly the same time. When that happened, were you all wearing the same clothes you are now? Good point, Queen, yes. What the fuck are you doing here?
What kind of question is that?
Now that you mention it, how come you're wearing your military uniform? I was under the impression that you left the armed forces.
Huh? That's right.
Now the question makes sense. You were wearing something different when you were sent here, weren't you?
I was. Currently, I work out of an office in Rouen City. As I was going to work there, I've never once willingly worn my own uniform. When I was surrounded by that light, I was wearing a shirt and a pair of slacks as I normally do. And yet somehow I find myself here in uniform.
That's odd. It's not something that's happened to anyone else either.
Oh, I have a thought. Perhaps the Lord of Phantasma decided the corner just wasn't sexy enough than anything else, and made a strapping uniform for him after bringing him here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So in addition to the other billion ways they're a weird freak, they got a military uniform fetish too!
Wow, Estelle calling him right out. Good lord.
I couldn't entirely blame them if they did though. Same.
Oh god.
I swear, girls these days.
No, Aga. The girls weren't responsible. This was Olivier's doing. Leave the girls alone. Aga, can you do us a favour and kindly escort Tita out of here? We don't want the corruption to spread.
Still, there's clear as some gotta be something to it. I get the feeling we're on the verge of a major breakthrough in working out how we ended up here.
So do I. As well as what this place really is to begin with.
Interesting. In that case, let's put the matter aside for now.
Now that that's settled then, we should start getting ready to resume our investigation. Relis and Richard should hopefully have opened up a new path for us to follow.
Yep. And he comes in at level 117, so I'm tempted to use him, but at the same time I've already got my craft points maximum, so I might save that for the next stream. Plus it'll allow me to do some offline grinding. Because what I want to do, before we go any further, as a way to wrap things up, I want to check this blue door. See if I can possibly get through it now with the craft moves. Ideally, sneak on by them. By not engaging them, it means we're not having any issues. Yeah, definitely was a perfect exclamation point. You're not wrong. I think I got no choice but to fight this one. Yeah. Tried to sneak through and the game was like, no. But what I can do, now that I've got past them... Yeah, they won't bother us here. That's useful. Well, let's try this again. Now that I've got all my S-crafts. We might be able to do a lot of damage quickly. We've also got a few more levels, so that might help too. Might being the key word.
You ready for this?
I call this Requiem for a Doomed Opponent. Take that! And there's napalm!
Thank you, Queen.
Upon the golden wings of battle. Descending to that land to rescue wayward souls. Wanna see what I got? Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Too slow! Ha! Hold for Wheel of Time!
Not much I can do here. This is the issue now where they get all the turns. There's nothing I can do. I can't do anything. They're getting infinite turns. There's nothing I can do. Right, okay.
I'm sorry.
If they're getting infinite turns, then I'm not bothering. Screw that. Evidently for that one, what you need is to have everyone with area of effect the entire battlefield. It's the only way to do it. Basically, that's an S-cross spam move because you can't get rid of them. Just keep on getting infinite turns. So that's why I've saved my game when I did. Huh? Sorry, people, that's the wrong game. I just looked at it for, hang on, what's going on here? I thought there was something weird about the game then. Okay, there we go. We can at least try and see what the next area is like then. We can just run past them, be easier. Fact. Let's skip forward. Let's do it that way. Might as well take advantage of the fast travel while we can. I think realistically for that one, the only real way to do it is to have Agate, probably Agate, Joshua and Josette, I think they're the ones you'd need. Ooh. Well, this looks very similar to the top layer of the garden, doesn't it? It looks very similar to the Hermit's Garden area, this. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, so this game definitely needs a lot more offline grinding to it. It's the only way you can get strong enough, which I don't mind, but at the same time I do mind.
Hey!
Take that!
Got an idea here. Right, so they resist death moves. Okay, well that's useful to know.
Hey!
Care for a rematch?
They might do, Kevin. They might do, Maggot. I'm not sure. Can't remember which way I came now. Oh, there's an enemy there. Ah, bugger.
Damn it! You ready for this?
I call a no. If you're going to have instant petrify and instant kill my party, I'm going to reload my game. I am not having the bullshit. If you're gonna give me bullshit, I'm gonna turn back around and get rid of it. Ah, yeah, that's right. It was the pillar, wasn't it? Navigating around things is getting on my nerves. I think what I'm going to have to do is offline grind a load of money and just get all the things that resist petrify. Do it that way. My way of taking care of business.
Nighty-night, kitty cats.
Okay, that's cool. That's been taken care of. Right, it was over here. There was a chest. Save my game again. What are they weak? They are actually weak to Ascension as well. That's useful. Don't think it's going to hit. Yeah, that's kind of worthless. Run away. Because they also don't get the you don't get as many turns with the initiative. You don't get anywhere near as many turns in initiative mode. That move's cheaper than Dark Matter by a long way. Much, much cheaper.
Nighty-night, kitty cats.
Yeah, 99. Some Sepith, and then start a new game. Easy, normal, hard, nightmare, other nightmare. Let's say if there was a way to change the difficulty, I'm tempted to turn the difficulty down. But I'm not going to. Oh, what the hell? It was chasing after us. It was like, get back here! Yeah, once again, we're not getting the extra turns on the initiative when we should be. We should be getting extra turns. I don't know if this game has a story difficulty. I don't think it does. I might be wrong, but I don't think it does. I know the remake has a very easy mode.
Enjoy the show.
And actually, beating the first chapter remake on Nightmare was really easy. You beat the game normally, unlock the mode where you can have the enemies 50 levels higher than you, but play that on very easy to grind your characters to stupidly high levels, then play Nightmare with regular levels so you're always 50 levels higher than the enemy. Yes, that's how I got the platinum, people. No, I don't regret it. 6 of 36. Perhaps the second gift will be unwelcome, and should it come to that, I would still dearly wish to be your friend. The days we spend in that shop are and always will remain precious no matter what the answer. It very much was an Uno reverse strategy. I know people online who, when the game first dropped, the remake that is, they actually played the game on Nightmare difficulty from the beginning. And apparently it was not much fun. Apparently it was really, really unbalanced. Because in the remake, their bosses have a very annoying feature to them. They can rage and give themselves loads of extra turns. And you have to know how to deal with it. So on the higher difficulties, where they do loads more damage, it's pretty much a game over. So we're just going to quickly navigate a little bit around here because we are pretty much at the point where we end for the night. Is this going to take us down or up? Let's have a look. Ah, it's taken us to another ledge. Fair enough. I deliberately let them come to me then, because that way it meant that they didn't get this surprise attack on me.
Take that!
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
More levels up, which is good. Oh, there's a door here. Interesting. Who's through this door, I wonder? To choose left or to choose right. Only the cards know what the future holds. If you wish to step inside, prevent the card that governs fate. That will be for Shara. That's Sherazard. Through that door. If we can all get Ascension in, we'll be able to complete this fight. Might as well do something. Because when he had the shield icon next to his attack, it meant he'd do no damage. It's pointless him attacking.
Enjoy the show.
Level up for Aga too. Excellent. We got Ninja Garb. Ninja Garb? Ah, so it's very, very fast and it makes you evade more often. So that's useful for... That might be useful for you. Takes your defense down by 50, but look at that. Agility is much faster and speed is much faster. Realistically, that's the garb I need to give to Joshua. Him with evasion would be like trolling the enemy. Springed egg.
Sorry, I've got a bit of a chesty cough.
So we found one of the doors, and we've found... Oh, look at that. I found another sealed brute, which means there might be another gem, and there might be yet another character that we find. Check it out. It's sealed. So I think we're going to find another sealing stone. And somebody else is going to come back into the fray. I mean, it could be Cassius, it could be... it could be Kurt, it could be Annalise, it could be Gart, it could be... it could be one of the antagonists, maybe, like Lawrence or Ren. Who knows? I guess we're going to find out. But we're not going to find out tonight, because that's where we are going to wrap up for the evening on this rather challenging set of dungeons we've had tonight. We've gained back quite a few characters, and we've got plenty of new adventures to go for. Now, on Friday evening, I'll be back here at 8 PM GMT, where I will be picking up my Resident Evil Requiem playthrough. So do go check that out on Friday evening at 8 PM GMT. On the Saturday evening at 8 PM GMT, you can also watch my colleague Chris JT1985 right here on Twitch. He's going to be starting the second part of the DLC for the original Spider-Man. Second part of The City That Never Sleeps. I believe it's called Turf Wars. And it ended last week in a very explosive fashion. The fallout is yet to come. Over on YouTube, you can also go check out Queen3210. That's youtube.com/@Queen3210, where you will be able to watch the likes of the ongoing playthrough of Persona 3 Reload Episode Aegis, the new DLC campaign there. There's the brilliant playthrough of Dispatch, which is a odd mix of kind of a tower defense kind of game and a superhero plot where there are no fucks left to give. Do check that out. That's really, really good in a very surprising way. Absolutely awesome. And also, the 100% completion for Final Fantasy X-2 is very much nearing its end. Do go check that out again one more time. youtube.com/@Queen3210. I've been Swishbone. Thank you all very, very much for watching. And I really hate tanky enemies.